My films seem to always be about small groups of people that live in America that you wouldn't know about if I didn't make the films. If someone else did it, I wouldn't have to do it. And that's why I make the kind of films I do, or the photographs I do, or the books I do. I've been doing it a long time. I'm 69 years old, and I've never felt better. I'm a vegan now. I have all this energy. So life begins at 69, and I'm not talking about the sex act. Great American sculptor Donald Judd discovered Marfa many years ago, and he ended up buying this old army fort there, made all the old barracks into permanent galleries. And so now the art crowd comes to Marfa, this little tiny town in West Texas, and it's like the 50s there. You have the cowboys, the ranchers, the white people, and you have the Mexican Americans who have been there forever. Plus, they picked Marfa as the Border Patrol headquarters. So there's all these Border Patrol guys there who are 68 miles from the Texas border with nothing to do except fuck with the local residents. There's a curfew there. 11 o'clock at night, the kids have to be in. Also, they paddle kids in school. There's corporal punishment. Now, in most states, that's a felony. That's child abuse. You can't hit kids. But this is West Texas. This is really old. Now, I had just discovered this film I made in 1968 of Tulsa, and Christopher Wool, a friend of mine who's a painter that lives in Marfa, said, why don't you come down and show the Tulsa film? So I go down there. I met these two kids, they were about 14, named Mercedes and Adam. And I wanted to make a film that kids could relate to and say, that's what it feels like to be a kid, or I used to be that way, or I'm lucky I survived, or this is the way I live. But the main thing was it feels right and to use age-appropriate kids. So I made Adam the ingenue who just kind of goes through town and he witnesses all these things, the racism, the border patrol. And in every neighborhood, there's always like a mother or someone in the neighborhood that lets the local teenagers hang out, come and smoke pot and drink beer. And then there's the Marfa Girl. Now the Marfa Girl is an artist who comes down that has a whole nother philosophy of life. So I made up this movie about this town and all these people and all these cultural clashes and all these different philosophies about ways to live. And I've been doing more Hollywood films because they're all crooks. They don't pay me. I can never get a rating. The MPAA board, the motion picture, blah, 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 which is the censorship board, is run by the studios. You can have Sharon Stone screwing Michael Douglas and stabbing him at the same time and they give it an R. My films are like smaller films, indie films they pick on. But everybody sees all their TV, they download it, and they save it, they watch everything on the laptop. So let's cut out the crooked Hollywood distributors. Let's go right to the people because they're going to see it on their computer anyway. So you can only see this film on LarryClark.com, period.